Hi everyone. So this is a video about a shed that I built, and I'm gonna make a series of videos about everything inside. So as you can see here, this is the shed I built. It's a Lifetime 6402. It has 12.5 by 8 feet. It's a really good shed, and as you can see, I made a wood foundation for the shed, and you can make concrete too. They have instructions about how to make. The foundation they put is basically for a level ground. That's not my case, so I made 4 pillars and I buried them in the ground with concrete. And I using other stuff. So the shed is pretty spacious, as you can see. The door came with a problem in the frame. That part of the door, it comes a bit thicker. It was bigger than this one that I have there, and I called support, and the door was not closing. I called support. They sent those new parts for me, and I replaced, and it was easy. I didn't need to remove the door to do it. As I said, I built this shed myself, so it was one person build. I'm doing an exhaust system because I'm running 3D printers inside. I have a small farm of 9 printers in the shed, and the ceiling is connected, so you have 3 parts on the ceiling. They all go one over the other, so when rains there's no leak. I got some good rains on the shed. I never saw a leak. The only thing I saw is in the floor close to the wall some spot of water, but that for me is not a problem because it drains out anyway. um, you can see I have an EcoFlow in the shed that I'll make a video about. I'm using solar energy to charge the EcoFlow. It's charging right now in the video, as you can see, and I have a break for the solar panel. I also have AC coming inside if I need AC power. That's other stuff I have in the shed that I'll show. To those are the printers I have inside the shed. You can see that the printers are um, inside to avoid the fumes to come inside the shed, and also to avoid the light to get inside the printer because it's resin printer. That's why I have the exhaust system in the shed, and that exhaust goes out by that window that's a red built in the shed. The shed walls are great. They are all connected by those screws. The walls connect to the floor through that hole you see there, so it's like a Lego. You connect the wall and you slide in that place, and on the top you use screws to hold the ceiling. Now you can see on the floor some screws that hold the shed, the floor, the shed floor on the wood base I made, and there are some other screws to connect it part of the floor together. They have those metal reinforcements to avoid the wall to bend. You need to assemble that before put the wall in place. As I said, I did everything myself. I took a week to build this, so I made all the parts, all the columns, all the frame part inside my house, and then I went outside with everything in place already. And this very interesting. The ceiling goes inside those rails, so the water that goes between the roof, it doesn't go inside the shed, goes on that rail and drips outside. It's raining right now. It was raining when I did this video, and I will show in a moment how that works from outside. Yeah, in the door you have a locker. You can put a locker there. So as you can see, that's how the lock system works. You lock the door and the door stays locked, but if you want to close and secure our stuff, you can put a locker there. That's the metal, you see, where the water, if the water drips between the ceiling, it goes to that metal part and drips outside the shed, so there's no water going inside. And I have really some huge and strong storms. Some pictures now to help you to just show part of the process, right? The first one is about the boxes. I received 2 boxes. They weigh together 600 pounds, and as you can see, they were really big. So they come from the end of my F-150 to the middle of my door, so around 8 feet. 8 feet. That's the size of the boxes, 8 by by 2 probably. The box on the top has the manual and the walls and the metal parts, and the second box that you can see now had the floor and some other walls too. So I had to remove everything from the first box and then to have access to the second box, because we start assembling by the floor, right? So it's a problem. But as you can see, I put all the walls on my living room, and then I started to assemble the metal structures that came in the box. There are 5, and after assemble them, I start to put everything outside my house to be able to put the shed over the foundation that I did, right? So you can see now the part of the foundation that's not the final. I put some plywood over. Now you can see the shed when I had a L basically, so the longer wall. We start by the right door, and then we assemble the wall after that right door, and then we come to the back of the shed, and then the left wall, and we close the left side of the door. So you can see in this picture DL. So I had the right side all assembled, and I had the back of the shed assembled too. This next picture now is all the walls already in the shed, and after that I just need to put the doors. If you are doing by yourself as I did, I will suggest you a day without wind, because when you assemble the first walls, the wind will make them fall and they may bend and be destroyed. So that was a problem for me because it was a bit windy. I used some wood to hold the parts in place until I was going to take a new wall to put in place. So it was a bit hard. I'm not saying it's easy. They suggest 2 people. The ideal is to have 2 people all the time doing. I'm saying it is possible to do by yourself, okay? But it's not easy. My wife helped me to put just one part. She held the door into place. She held the door, and I was putting the part over the door because it's impossible to hold the door aligned and put the part that goes over the door by yourself. That's the only part that I think is impossible to do by yourself. But if so, you need someone for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, right? But if you have someone to help you all the time, a teenager, son, kid, right? Someone, don't need to be strong, just to hold the parts when you go to take another one. That will be amazing, and you can build the shed in 1 day probably. Okay, I took 2 days to do it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like the channel. This helps me to have more support from YouTube, and let me know if you have any idea and any comments. You have my contacts in the description. Also, the shed I bought in Amazon, and you have a link to Amazon, and you help me if you buy the shed there. I know they have some plans for something so expensive, so probably you can split this payment if you need. That's it. I hope you liked the video, and thumbs up. Have a great day. God bless you all. Bye.